Yeah, this is Flowz Dilione coming straight out of Melbourne, Australia, repping strong and loyal gang, SAL 725 forever, free all the real ones.
Yeah, man can say whatever they want, it don't count until
Charlie says.
your boy ain't ever been number one in the country until
Charlie says.
that's right, they respect my opinion, yeah, they wait until
Charlie says.
Price of life. Bro, when you made this song, how old was you?
I was 18 when I wrote the song, 19 when I did the video clip. So
Okay.
that's, yeah, so 18, brother.
Yeah, young man then. So at the age of 18 going on 19, a brief overview. What's going on in your life at that point?
What's going on, cuz? Like, obviously, yeah, been struggling for a little bit there, you know, from 14, 15, 16, just in the streets, all of that, running amok with the boys, just not working, you know, just trying to make ends meet, selling drugs, doing crime, heavy in it, bro. And like that song's pretty much like from, you know, from what I learned from 13 to 18, just growing up in the area, bro, you know, like that's, you know, like, and the funny thing is too, bro, is like a lot of people are, like they're schooled by the elders, you know, but like I never had elders, bro. And I never had older brothers either. So that's, that whole song, bro, is just like life through my eyes, you know, and things that I've been through and things that I learn on my own, cuz, you know. So but yeah, man, crazy time in my life, bro. When I look back at that, you know, like it's been a long time since, and a lot of growth since then. A lot of things have happened, but obviously still the same man, bro, still the same principles, still the same morals. But yeah, crazy time in life right there, bro. I was still finding myself as an individual and growing into a man. And yeah, crazy times, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I like the fact that you used the word growth there. It's something I've been talking about with a lot with people recently. And so is it mad to like look back at when this was put out years ago and think like, wow, yeah, like this is how far we've come? Is it mad to kind of look back and think like this was the mindset at this point in my life?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's as I said, I've still got the same mindset, bro, but it's just crazy to see, you know, how far, because I remember, bro, that was my first ever video, and that's when I was first getting into the music sort of game. And yeah, man, I was just a kid looking for a start. As I said in an interview a few months ago, my big brother Dwiz put me on, you know, and it's just crazy to look back and see how far we've come, bro. Like I never thought I'd do one video or make much music or get many views or do much with it. So it's crazy to watch that and look back, bro. And yeah, it's been a journey, brother, for sure.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor to bring peace to those living in war, stuck in a prison of thought.
So literally it's got like such a dark tone to it, you know what I mean? And it's such a heavy subject matter. When you're writing this, did you write this with the thought of I'm gonna put this out, or was you writing for the sake of like getting it off your chest for yourself?
Yeah, bro, that's what it's always been, brother. Like I didn't even know that I was like at the start it was just bars, bro. I didn't think like I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do a song, I'm gonna do my first video soon. What am I gonna write? Like that's just me in the trap, bro. Just getting shit off my chest and just putting bars together over an instrumental, bro. Like yeah, literally had no plans for it. Yeah, I just started writing, and it just kept going, bro, and kept going. I thought, you know, I just want to, you know, I've always kept it real when I write, bro. I write from the heart, bro. And it's funny, bro, like a lot of people watch that clip and think they get the impression or the feeling that like I'm trying to be a hard cunt, you know, because it's a dark clip. I'm there in the Nike, it's nighttime, like I'm spitting hard bars. They're like, oh, he's trying to be a hard cunt, brother. I'm not trying to be a hard cunt at all, bro. You know, I'm literally just kicking back, just telling what's on my mind and what I've seen and how I view the world, bro, and what's been going on in my life, you know. So yeah, not me trying to be a hard cunt at all, bro. You know, that's just how life was, and that's just me simply just telling my story, bro, in a very relaxed and sort of humble way, bro.
And ironically, that's where things are kind of twisted now, because you've got people who are kind of doing the opposite, where they're not being themselves and they are trying to act hard, and you know what I mean, they're trying to give off that persona, right? And it's funny how by you being by yourself, it gives off this eerily very authentic feel of like, bro, like, you know what I mean, it gives off that vibe in a more natural way. But I get where you're coming from, how and then things being twisted nowadays and things kind of being back to front in within this culture.
Breaking an intimate law, loyalty is such a spiritual force, and my reflection in the mirror is its physical form.
I like that. Loyalty is a spiritual force, And obviously, you know, loyalty is such a strong theme throughout all of your music, throughout your entire catalog. Like, is that like one of your morals that you value at its highest?
100%, bro. Loyalty to my family, loyalty to myself, loyalty to my morals, loyalty. You know, it's saying something and sticking by it. It's sticking by the ones you love, bro, and never folding. You know, and bro, that line goes over so many heads, bro. Like I see all the fans like writing their favorite lyrics like in comments and shit, and that line's never one of them, bro. But for me, bro, that's a hard line, you know, and like, you know, like, yeah, it just goes over the top of people's heads, bro. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, loyalty's everything, bro. And I've it's again, bro, like it's with this song, you know, like I never tried to, you know, when I wrote the song, it wasn't like I'm going to do a video clip for it, this, that. Like the loyalty thing, bro, I never tried to find like a brand or an image to try to betray or try to like attach myself to because I thought it would look good or sound cool, bro. Like, you know, again, like I've always just been myself, bro, and I was raised around loyalty and respect and honor and family, bro. And so by me being myself, bro, like, you know, loyalty's, it just comes out naturally, bro, you know?
Been scarred to the bone, both physically and mentally. The evidence is evident, we're infinitely meant to be.
You've got a repetitive mention and a repetitive theme also within this track of like trauma and PTSD and things like that. And without going into detail about those specific things, again, kind of touching on that comment earlier, did this over time help you with that in any way, shape or form? Or was it just something that you commented on in your music?
Yeah, nah, like I don't think rapping about it ever helped me with the things I've been through and like the trauma of things. Like, again, I'm just telling my story, and, you know, it's not, you know, I love my fans, brother, but my music isn't for the fans. It's for myself, bro. It's to help me get shit off my chest, bro. So me just rapping about the PTSD and the trauma and all the hard times, bro. Like, again, I'm telling my story. That's a part of it. So I have to give mentions to it, bro, you know?
Most can't afford their speech, run their mouth, then let their checks bounce. Speak behind a screen, but face to face, they keep their heads down, my fans.
And that's something, you know what I mean? That lyric is almost ahead of its time in a lot of ways, you know what I mean? Like, it's so relevant to today, even more so than it was when you spit it. You know what I mean? Like, people hiding behind the screen and people being internet warriors, keyboard warriors, you know what I mean, saying all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like that lyric is even more so relevant now?
Even more so, bro. And it's funny looking back, you know, nearly 10 years ago, bro, and it was like, not much has changed though, bro. Like, it was happening back then, it's still happening now, bro. And I've always been able to see it, brother, you know, and I've always been able to know when, you know, it's just all a front, bro. Like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, socials, like it's easy to front behind a computer screen, brother, and real ones know that, bro, you know, like they're hiding behind a computer screen or you're on road, bro. Like, if you're real, then you know that, bro.
Time makes you grow apart from the closest of friends and makes you see things you can only hope to forget. You can never forget.
Yeah, you know, that whole thing of you can be big around your boys, you can have this, that, and the other, but when you're alone in your bed, when you're alone in your cell, when when you're on road on your ones, you haven't got the support of that. You've got to live with your actions and your thoughts and your demons, etc., you know.
That's right, brother.
Kind of touch on that a little bit more, kind of, with the whole thing of people being big and they're bad when they're in numbers, but what's it like when, you know, when they're alone by themselves, when they've only got themselves for company? Like, touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's it, bro. It's just like, that's just from my experience in my teenage years, you know. Like, I'd see dudes just, you know, acting staunch and acting hard when in a big group, and obviously you catch them on their ones, brother, and it was a different story. You see man jumping back fences or dashing up the street trying to get away, you know. But it was all tough talk last weekend at the party when you're with all your boys, you know. But because I know deep down, brother, like I don't air raid either, bro. Like, you know, I've been around that much violence. I hate violence, bro, you know, and that's real talk, bro, because I've been around violence. I've seen it, cuz. So I know that I don't talk loud, bro, and I don't get, you know, I get gassed when I'm with the boys and that, but in a good way, bro, you know. But I know deep down when it comes down to being on my ones, bro, like I'll still be the same man that I am, whether or not I have 100 brothers standing behind me, you know. But you know, most men, bro, are just big with the gang. But
and I want to touch on something you just said there about you've seen so much violence, you don't like seeing it. And you know what I mean? It's not something that you encourage. It's not something that you'll glorify or romanticize. That's such a real thing, because this is why personally I can't listen to like drill music or heavy road rap like all of the time, because depending on the things that you've seen and things that you go through, sometimes it's a lot of subject matter to take in, and it hits different when you know that shit's real, or when something's said and you know what I mean, like you might have had a situation yesterday and then someone's starting to spit about that in music. It's a lot for your brain to go through. And so I find that some of the people who I'm friends with, you know what I mean, it's nothing personal to them, but they love it and they can listen to it all day long. And I'm like, for me personally, again, I've not been through the worst, you know what I mean? People have obviously had it worse than me. People have obviously seen more than me. But for the things that I've personally been through, sometimes it can be a lot to listen to some music like that. And it can be a lot to hear stories like that, because that shit's real. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing that's weird, because now where it's leaked into pop culture now and it's becoming a normalized thing to talk about this, to people who have actually been in those situations, that's not normal. And we can't pretend like that's normal, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, I just feel like for me, bro, it's like, you know, I've had mates die in gang warfare, bro, so to speak. So it's like, it's all good to listen to like cunts, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna kill next man, bro. But I've seen it happen, bro, and I've had mates die to a steel blade, and it's like, you know, so I know it's real, brother, you know, but I feel like all the young kids, bro, like listening to it, like they haven't been through that yet. Maybe not all of them, you know, so it gasses them up, bro. They think it's cool. But when you've seen mates dying, bro, when you've seen blokes with bullet holes in them and stab wounds and families suffering, bro, like it's hard, bro, you know, because it's a reality, bro. You know, it's not just music. You know, I know some rappers are doing it. It's just music, but you know, it's real life, brother. You know, like people die, cause you know. Families grieve.
Seen tight jeans get stuck, then cry like a bitch. A six-pack didn't save him from a knife in the ribs, and that was...
Bro, that lyric, when I remember first hearing, I'm sure people quote that lyric quite often, but that lyric hits hard, and I'll be real with you, that lyric inspired me to write one of my own lyrics on my album, and it was like, ops don't aim top bins, they aim for craniums. Yeah, a face tat is nice, but flesh ain't made from titanium, like.
Coulda no fans of his ops don't aim top bins, they aim for craniums. Yeah, a face tat is nice, but flesh ain't made from titanium, like
You know what I'm saying?
Hard,
and it's
bro,
like, you know what
hard.
I mean? You can look hard, you can have the image, but realistically, it don't. When there's weaponry, when there's fists, when there's things going on, none of that saves you. You know?
Nah, nothing matters, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, how big you are, brother. Like any man can get it, bro. You know. So like, and I feel like that line too is about just like dudes putting that on that image and trying to be big in that to like put that image, bro. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, that six-pack's not gonna stop a knife from going in there, bro. You know, so you better be able to back the talk that you're talking.
And it's a risky game that you're playing, because as you said, you know, you could be fucking John Jones, you could be the baddest fucking UFC fighter on the planet. Someone has a knife, someone has a gun, you're not doing shit. Your chances slim down by a lot, you know? And
brother,
so,
like, doesn't matter who you are, bro. Once that steel or that fucking is getting pulled out, brother, like, it doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, bro. Like, yeah, chances are slim. Cause and that bar was hard, brother, about the face.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Props, bro. That's hard, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Die in a blink.
That little bit of grit in your voice at the end.
Yeah, brother. Just to end it with a bit of assertiveness, you know.
So yeah, Price of Life. So you've dropped Price of Life. What happens? Do you get like a huge immediate reaction, or does it creep on people over time? Like what changes for you after you drop this?
Nah, like the immediate reaction in the local scene was big, bro. You know, like that song fucking made the rounds in like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, and I was getting love from all over, you know. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it, bro. Like, again, man, like I never thought it would blow up, or I never thought much would come from it, bro. But it was immediate love. Nothing had been done like that in Australia, bro, at that time. You know, like most rap back then was sort of like real hip hoppy, real Aussie, and that's not even like a gutter rap song, bro. Like, I just don't think people had heard like someone just speak about shit so so raw. Choruses and hooks is like more of like, it's more musical, bro, you know? And like for me, rap and writing is about telling a story. So it's hard to sort of, you know, tell a story and sort of pause it, do a hook, and then come back into it. Like when I start the story, bro, I like to go from start to finish and just tell that one story in one track, no hooks, nothing, bro. Just start to finish. Don't get me wrong though, because I have done a few songs with like, you know, I'm a creative person, bro, and like, you know, I am an artist, so like I do fuck around with hooks and choruses on some songs, bro. But those type of songs won't be, you know, as deep or as real as just those straight bars, bro, back to back.
No, you can do your hooks and you can make your in air quotes your bangers when you want to. You know what I mean? Like Nosy Neighbors is the first one that comes to mind when I think of you doing a hook. You know what I mean? Where that is infectious and you remember it and you kind of you straight away. You by the time you finish that song, at least half of that hook is stuck in your head. It only takes 2 or 3 listens for you to get the hang of that. You know what I mean? And that's a sign of a really good hook, really good chorus.
Yeah, most time when I do a hook or a chorus, it's be when I'm featuring with another artist, and that's just to break up. You know, give something in between verses, you know.
Price of Life drops 2012.
Yep.
Snakes and Ladders 2016.
Yeah, so a bit of a gap.
So within that 4 years, again, is it the same old in life, or does things change a lot within that 4 year span or so?
Nah, not much. You know, 4 years seems like a long time, bro, but as we know, time flies, bro. So I was still stuck in that same mindset. I was still doing the same things. Like, you know, they're very different tracks, but they're on that similar sort of vibe, bro. You know, it's again, no hooks, just bars. And yeah, bro, that was, you know, 18 to what, 22. So not much had changed, bro. I was still in the streets. I was still with my brothers running amok, still getting up to no good, and still in the area, bro. Like I hadn't seen any light at the end of the tunnel, or hadn't grown enough to want to evolve as an individual. So we're still in the same spot, bro.
Okay, so it's the same old, and you dropped this. And did you have a feeling that this would be one of your more popular ones? Was there anything that kind of give off that vibe? Like, did you write this and think, yeah, this is going to be one that people really fuck with, or did it just happen that way?
Nah, it just happened that way, brother. But you know, with this one, like, I was more of an established artist by then. I had a bigger fan base. I was doing more things musically, so I wanted to do more with the clip, you know. So obviously in that clip, you know, I've got a few of my brothers in there, and we're doing different, you know, shooting different scenes in different areas, and I just wanted to, you know, just play around a bit more on the visual side of things, you know. Again, didn't know it would take off, but deep down, bro, like, you know, when I do a good song, when I listen back to it, I know it's, you know, if I fuck with it, bro, like I know other cunts are going to fuck with it. So all the real ones are going to fuck with it anyway. So I knew all the real ones would be feeling it, bro. But yeah, it did a lot better than I thought. You know, all of my music's done a lot better than I could have ever thought, bro, which I'm blessed and grateful for, you know. So
I don't know where the past ends and the future starts. Try to shake a snake's hand and you'll lose your arm. Money turns a man into a dog and makes a human bark.
Money turns man into a dog and makes a human bark. Like,
too true, bro.
Yeah, you know, I could very easily touch on so many quotables within this. I was only listening to this a couple days ago, and I was thinking there are so many bars that we could go through. You know what I mean? So many quotables, like. But I want to touch on that lyric in specific, because how quickly have you seen people switch up or do things that are out of character or turn on their people, etc., etc.? Like, what's your relationship like when you've seen with people around money?
Bro, enough times, brother. Like, it's happened to myself enough times, and with everyone else, bro. You know, like, I've in the area, bro. Like, you know, everything's good when you got no money coming in, bro, and every cunt sticking fat by each other. But you know, you see a man's true colors, bro, when money gets involved, and same as women, bro. Like, you know, like you see a man's true colors, like when fucking, but especially money, bro. Like, you know, it's easy to stick by someone's side, bro, and you know, like, but you see a lot of jealousy come out and a lot of hate when someone starts making a bit of money, bro, or starts doing good, you know, and people hate on that, bro, you know. And the thing that I've always said too is, like, what's stopping next man from going and doing that too, bro? Like, just say I got money coming in, or I'm doing well, bro. Why invest your energy on hating on me? Cause when you put that energy into going doing it yourself, like, no one's stopping stopping you from going and doing the same thing, bro. You know, like no one stopped me from doing it, and no one's stopping you from doing it. So why are you hating, bro? Just go get it, you know. But enough times, bro, and again, I'm sure you can relate to, bro. Like you see it in the area, bro. You know, money comes in, bro, and can't start acting all funny, bro.
100%. It's amazing how much money can be how much money can change the dynamic of a situation. By removing money, situations could be very different, relationships can be very different, but money changes a lot with some people, you know.
Yeah, 100. And bro, as fucked as it is, bro, like it can be a good thing, bro, because you know you see people's true character, bro, and you see people, you know, if they're gonna switch up over money, bro, like good riddance, bro, you know. But you know, you'd rather see that in someone. You'd rather see that sooner than later, bro, because at the end of the day, if someone's going to do that, it's always in them. You just rather see it sooner than later, bro. Rid yourself of that cunt, you know.
Doesn't matter because they're half-hearted, they won't climb, but fuck that, I've got bigger fish to fry. My brother.
So in this video, you mentioned that you got some of the boys. Like, are you able to tell us who the people are within this video?
Yeah, brother. So the bloke sitting on the right of me there, in the red and black shirt, that's my younger brother, Ruv. Yeah, he's here with me now, bro. I'm kicking back in his room. The brother next to me, bro, like, yeah, we don't speak no more, bro. He had some mental health issues, and he's on a different path right now, bro. Unfortunately, you know. But and then one of the other dudes sitting in that last clip, he's got the high vis shirt wrapped around his head. That's my brother Sonny, bro. That's right there, bro. He doesn't like getting on camera, bro. You know what I mean? But he was down. He doesn't want to show his face on camera, bro, but he was down to get in the clip with me. But that's my day one, bro. That's mine and my brother's day one right there, bro.
Okay.
That's my big bro, Sonny.
Yeah, it's always funny when I speak to people, or you see the videos and you see people ballied up or the face blurred out, you know what I mean? Like, they want to support the boys, they want to be there for you, but it's just like, I can't be on camera like that, you know what I'm saying? Like
100%, bro. Man's a humble dude. He's just about making his money, bro. You know, he doesn't want people to see his face or know who he is, bro. But he was happy to jump on it for me, bro. He just said, just give me something to put around my face, cuz, you know.
And ended up doing the high fizz vest.
Yeah, just tucked him one of my work shirts, bro, you know.
Strong, man.
Man will stab you in the back for a cheaper price. Friends come and go, even right hands leave your side.
And, you know, touching on not being able to trust people, especially within that game. You know, it's such a dog eat dog world. It's such, you know, the term crabs in a bucket, you know, people climbing on top of each other to get out. And so it's, you know, it's a world where it's very difficult to trust anyone. You know, and as much as you see it in the movies and you hear it in the music, these glorified stories of, you know, people stabbing their closest ones in the back to just make that bit more, or, you know, to get to that bigger power of position of power, should I say, and whatnot. And so, you know, that's something that you talk about, and I guess that makes sense when you talk about such strong themes of loyalty. Is that why loyalty means so much? Because you've seen so many people also turn as well.
100%. I've seen it with other people, and it's happened personally, bro. You know, and when it happens to me, brother, that just reinstates that how I want to be and how I want to be treated and how I want to treat those I love. You know, like I would never do that to nobody, bro. Like I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't turn on my brother for 10 million cash for nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'll sit in a cell for the rest of my life for my brothers, bro. You know, so you know I've had it happen to me, bro, and yeah, it happens a lot, cuz, you know. It's sad, bro. Like, man, just trying to use their brothers back to get up the ladder a little bit higher, bro. But I'll stay at the bottom with my brothers. We'll stick in the trenches together, bro. Straight up.
If it ain't about the money, then I ain't concerned. Money over bitches, I ain't tripping, I ain't after girls.
Now, this lyric is interesting to me because it made me think. You're one of the few road rappers, gangster rappers, whatever you want to label it as, right? That doesn't like talking about females. You know, I hear a lot within that kind of world, like, you know what I mean? It's like normally money, drugs, pussy. They're the three kind of things, the subject. And you almost cut 1/3 of that out. You almost like, again, without going into specific stories or anything, but is there anything that contributes to that? What's the main reason behind not really wanting to talk about girls so much in your music?
Nah, nothing, bro. It's just like, it's not like I've had bad experiences with women or nothing like that. It's just, you know, for me, bro, like I grew up with my brothers, you know, and I'm all about my brothers and repping them and repping the fam, and and I'd rather spend time with my family and my brothers. Like, I don't chase pussy, bro. I never have. I don't care, bro. Like, I just did 3 years in prison, bro. You think I give a fuck about sex, bro? Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I did it easy, bro. I did it easy, cuz. But no, it's just, you know, like my priorities were elsewhere, bro. Like, even growing up, like 16, 17, like you got most cunts like, you know, out chasing bitches at parties and that, bro. Like, I was kicking back with my brothers, bro. You know, like thinking of the next move. Like, I just didn't have time for that, bro. And that, yeah, it doesn't come from any bad experiences or any certain experience, bro. Like, yeah, my priorities were elsewhere, brother.
Yeah, because people love throwing out the bros before hoes thing, but we've seen a couple man move whipped over a girl, and yeah, that gets thrown out the window very quickly.
100%, bro. 100%. Don't get me wrong, brother. Like, you know, I love women, bro. You know, and I got a good girl by my side, bro. And like, I'm happy to stick with one for the rest of my life. Like, I ain't out chasing hundreds of bitches, bro. I want loyal people in my life, bro. I want loyal brothers, loyal family, and a loyal girl, bro. Like, all I need is one, bro, you know?
Where I'm from to make it out is the stupid dream, but we all like to dream, so we selling weed.
Yeah, and where I'm from, it's, you know what I mean, people dream about getting out, and you know, it seems so far-fetched when you're within that environment, you know? And it's mad how growing up, talk to people and it's like, yo, I want to become a footballer, I want to become a rapper, I want to become an architect, you know, whatever it is you want to be in life. And it's mad how I remember having conversations of, nah, but stay in the hood, bro. Nah, but like, this is the block you grew up on, so this is where you'll forever be, and it's kind of glorified to be in one place. And I think, yes, it's important to be proud of where you're from, or to at least acknowledge and not forget where you've come from. But this mentality of, you know, being trapped, did you always have the similar thing of like, yo, there's no way of making it out the hood? Or did you always have some sort of, I don't know, some sort of vision of at least being out of a certain lifestyle? Like, where did you sit in that spectrum of things?
Well, I've only had, you know, the grass is only sort of looking greener on the other side now, bro, to be honest. And growing up, like, the thing is, we never seen nobody make it out of the area, bro. I never seen anyone, like, you're sitting with blokes that have been in the area for 20, 30 years, like, all the older cunts, bro. Like, nobody never did nothing, bro. But I always felt deep down like I had it in me to make it out and be something and you know, make something of myself, bro. But at that time in my life, I couldn't see getting out the area, bro. I'd never really been too far. I didn't even know where to go, bro. I didn't know where to start. And that just comes from just never seeing it, bro. You just don't see it in the area, bro. So, you know, it's hard to envision it, but you know, with what I've been through in the last few years, bro, and it's changed me, bro. And you know, I can see myself making it out now, bro. And I'm willing to put in the hard work to make it out and take my brothers with me, bro. So it's good.
And I ain't a pussy, I ain't climbing trees, and I ain't Tupac, but all eyes on me.
You know, ending on a quotable line, and I will touch on that now. When you write, do you think to yourself, right, yo, I want to write quotable one-liners? Or do you just naturally just do that? Because it feels like every other 8 to 16 bar, there is a quotable lyric. What I call Instagram caption lyrics. You know, that's what I call them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Them real quotable ones. Like, is that something that you purposely try and include, or does it kind of just fall out that way?
Nah, that just happens, bro. Like, again, like, you know, when I finish writing a song and I look back, I'm like, fuck, that bar's hard, you know? But it all just happens, brother. And I guess, you know, I've always been blessed with the gift to be able to tell my story in a very sort of unique and powerful way. And again, but like the wordplay and those bars and those punchlines, yeah, they just come naturally, bro. Like, I don't try to do punchlines in my songs, but sometimes I don't even realize I've done it until I read the song back. I'm like, damn, bro, punchline, you know?
Yeah. And like, you know, more time than not as well, it's not from a place where it, you know, where it's wordplay. It's not like a setup and a punchline in that way, you know. It's normally just a statement. It's normally capturing a story or an emotion or, you know, a mindset, whatever it may be. And the only other person that I think does it as well as you is Husky. Husky is another one where you're able to capture what I say 1,000 words within a lyric, or a whole paragraph within a lyric, you know, and that ability to, you know, hear one lyric and have an in-depth discussion about it. That's what I call good lyricism, not so much pop culture references, which work as well, and then sometimes they can bang as well. But you know what I mean? I've always preferred that kind of universal understanding of something, and you kind of understand it from an emotional standpoint more so than you do, oh well, I've seen that on the internet or I've seen that on TV kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
you're completely right there, bro. Like, it's from an emotional standpoint, bro. Whereas it's like, it's, you know, these lines, these bars, they're not too technical. They're not witty, but they're just real, and they're just straight to the point, and that's why they're Instagram, you know, caption worthy, bro. It's just like you hear something, and it's like it just relates so hard, bro. It's not trying to be too creative. It's just real, bro. Yeah, Husky does that real well too, brother. He kills it on that vibe, and he's one of them dudes too. Like, you know, he wouldn't be trying to do it either, bro. Like he's the type too, just to tell his story, and it just comes out like that. So
you know, you've had 4 years between Price of Life, Snakes and Ladders, and you've had about 5 years or so between Snakes and Ladders and now to this point where we're recording now, late August 2021. What's changed between Snakes and Ladders and now then?
Bro, so much has changed, brother. In those 5 years, I've been through so much, bro. Like, I could sit here for hours talking about what I've been through, and some dark times, bro. I really hit rock bottom. You know, I spent 3 years in prison. You know, I lost a lot when I went to prison, bro, and hitting rock bottom, bro, has really made me bounce back. And it's like what they say, you know, like a phoenix from the ashes, bro. And I'm rebuilding now, bro. But to lose everything, bro, has given me a new perspective on life. And losing one of my brothers, Betsy, like R.I.P. Betsy, you know, like losing someone that I love so much, bro, has really just, you know, made me step up to the plate and really leave certain things behind and chase a better life for me and my family, bro. So this next clip that I got coming out real soon, bro, is going to be a banger. You know, I told the dudes that are filming, I go, I think this will be better than The Price of Life, to be honest, bro. Okay. And that's big. That's massive, bro. But I'm keen to get that out real soon, bro. I'm just waiting for lockdown and all that to fuck off so the boys can fly down from Sydney and film. But you'll see the growth in the video, bro. You'll hear the growth in my lyrics. So just stay tuned on that, my brother. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, and that was literally going to be my last question for you, is through all of those experiences, through all those rock bottom times and the transition and the growth, is that something we're going to hear in the music?
You'll hear that, bro. You'll hear it. You'll feel it, bro. You'll see it. You can't. Yeah, there's no denying it, bro. And I'm proud of it, bro. Again, you know, like I'm just being myself, bro. But I know I've grown. I know I've evolved. I know I've changed for the better, bro. So just keen to get that out there, bro. And let because the fans have been waiting, bro. It's been a long time since Reasons 2017, bro. Was my last video. So yeah, I'm keen to get it out, bro.
And so there wasn't much of a change between Price of Life and Snakes and Ladders, but there is a big change between, let's say, Reasons until now. Can we expect a more mature Flowz? Is that something we're able to expect?
100%, brother. 100%. You know, it's been 5 years since my last video. I just spent the last 3 years in prison. Man's older now. Man's learned a lot. You know, I've been through a lot. So you'll hear it in my lyrics. You'll hear it in my voice. You'll see it in my face, bro. You know, so yeah, a lot more mature now. A lot more. I got different. My priorities again. They've changed, bro, and for the better. You know, I'm after success in life, and by success I don't mean money and all that. I just mean just happiness, bro. So you'll see that. Flowz Dilione, Behind Bars, dropping real soon. TBM World dropping real soon. Got a new track with Husky. Got a new track with Mitchos the Menace, Alex Jones, all bangers. 2021 is going to be a shutdown. R.I.P. Betsy, TBM World forever. Love you, bro.
Unless you don't speak until that's right, to respect my opinion, yeah, they wait until. But unless you don't speak until